All right. So we may I can't fucking. All right, guess we can't criticize Scrubs. Good to know, Twitch. I don't think it was a Twitch thing. I think it was a let's see if it's live here. I can't click live. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, penis says. All right, there we go. I think we're good. Are we good? Twitch thing. I think it was. All right, there we go. We're back over there. Rusty Grammar saying back. Right, we're back there. Let's check the YouTube one. The YouTube one. The YouTube one is apparently. If you go back and let's click live. Click live. Click live. Thanks for tuning in. No, we're live again. Oh, we have to do it this way and go back to this, and now there's 5 people watching over here, and it's fixed. Okay, boom, there we go. Hi, Johnny, you're back. Yeah, strippers got me banned. We have to get everyone switching over here. I had to stop the stream and restart it because it had a problem disconnecting, and it was not getting better, and I had to just stop it and restart it. We had either a KBS issue or a problem with Streamlabs. I don't know which it was. I'm sorry for that. We still have all of our stories loaded up. We're still in the first hour with a lot of shit to cover. So Twitch is fen up. Again, it wasn't a Twitch. No unauthorized T-Mobile ads, says the Laughing Lines. Yeah, I guess we're just not allowed to criticize T-Mobile. Fuck that noise. I'm still going to do it anyway. Yeah, it is funny. It's my fault. I took out my earbud and it killed the stream. Yeah, everybody, blame LabGlass. It's all his doing. It was entirely LabGlass. Nobody else. It was all his fault. Did you spill drinky on your equipment? No, Joe Burger. My equipment is like other parts of my anatomy, dry to the bone.
Got my old spike.
Oh, let's skip the ad part of this. We're gonna mute this and finish that so we can get into our next story. Unplug it and plug it into your ass, says Cheeseburger Pie. Blame Aaron spilling on the Roadcaster. Roadcaster, not Roguecaster. Just point of clarity. But no, it's the It's fine. He spills on his Roadcaster. Mine's going to be fine.
Governor of South Dakota, Kriste Noem.
All right, so we have an incredibly ridiculous story that I can't wait to find out how we want to justify this. But, you know how, like, CNN and MSNBC and them, they don't really cover too much about the whole, like, Chicago mayor that seems to be very much, like, kind of just treating people's finances for the city like her own personal pocketbook. Well, apparently the South Dakota governor posted a 5-minute video praising her dentist, and she's now facing legal action over it. I guess when you're a public figure, you can't be like, I really love my dentist. I mean, forget the fact that Kriste Noem has been continually overly sexualized. I'm sure there's plenty of like, oh, you see her face, I'd like to make her make that, but like, right, so she can't tell you who gave her the pearly whites that you want to jizz on. Like, I mean, come on, man, pick a lane. Whoa, no, we're not doing that. All right, so we're gonna play this video and check this out. I want to know how Kriste Noem making a video praising her dentist. Haha, as soon as I tune in, the show goes off, says Mr. Me. I mean, it did temporarily end because of the whole John Doe. You rule, Johnny. I'll wet your bone. Thank you, John Doe, but I'm not into dudes. I appreciate the offer, though. It's awesome. Oh, my God, I finally found your stream again. I was scared that the Jews got you. Yeah, for talking about Scrubs. Scrubs was a good earner. We can't have someone disparaging a continual property. But yes, let's close that out. Let's pop that out. Since we don't need that chat, let's close that chat. We put the last message we needed to in there. All right, Johnny, what's your Twitch account? We'll link all three of them into the YouTube for you there. Even though you don't need the YouTube. Well, actually, we'll link two. Makes sense. Control C, Control V, boom. There we go. Rumble and Twitch. All right, so let's go ahead and get to... Oh, you know what? I bet that puts them there in a way that you can't click them because it's going to consider them two links. One. We may now just go ahead and start the show properly. Says Saints. Well, I mean, we could. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Control C, Control V, enter, and then Control C, Control V, enter. There we go. That should make it easier to click them. All right. I'm lost. It's all gone to shit. Let's get back to the governor thing. So yes, Kriste Noem is in trouble for endorsing a dentist. I don't know how that becomes a problem. I don't know how legal action becomes necessary for endorsing a dentist. Her fucking teeth white? I mean, what's the problem? We have people like Nancy Pelosi and all of these senators and stuff that have been embezzling money through insider trading that the rest of us would spend tons of years in jail for. But this lady needs to be taken to court because she... How is endorsing a dentist worthy of legal action?
The Republican governor of South Dakota, Kriste Noem, who you see here, is facing new questions tonight from lawmakers in her state and also facing new legal action over this 5-minute video that she posted, not related at all to her state or her gubernatorial duties, but instead about her teeth. Noem, who I should note here is...
Yeah. So what? So she posted a video praising her dentist. Is she not allowed to do that? It wasn't about her state or her... Yeah, so what? Was the video posted on a forum where it's not allowed to? Cheeseburger pie. It's because her dentist checks her teeth with his dick. I mean, fucking lucky dentist, am I right?
Is on the short list to be Trump's potential vice presidential pick, posted this 5-minute uncanny testimonial video. I guess you could say it's about her dental work at a Houston area cosmetic dentistry firm. Here's a taste of what she had to say.
Well, hi, I'm Kriste Noem. I'm the governor of South Dakota and had the opportunity to come to Smile, Texas to fix my teeth, which has been absolutely amazing. You know, I think that I chose the team here at Smile, Texas because they're the best. When they showed me my beautiful new teeth, I hugged Dr. Davis and thanked him and started to cry just because he really does care about the work that he does.
That video has now sparked questions about whether the clip was produced or posted to offset the cost of that procedure. Questions, which I should note, Noem's office has declined to answer in the nearly 48 hours since she posted it.
Really? To offset the cost of the procedure. Can you prove that she actually charged the procedure to a campaign thing? So now this is a campaign finance thing? Commercial from a government authority. I mean, I don't know. Suck harder. Who cares? Angry Saxon. Who cares? Yeah, hey, Johnny, it's the Trucker 18. Good to see you. An implied bribe. But then we have like I said, this is the thing where I get annoyed. We have people on the left that clearly have been doing shit like this. You're not worried about them? We're not covering AOC, but you know why this is? That this is pennies compared to Ukraine. Oh, absolutely. But, you know, she's not the president who's making money off of extorting the American people, so we can't worry about her or about him. We have to worry about her. But yeah, again, I don't know how much. Where is the money? I'm sorry. You just kind of explained something by just dropping a piece of information without any context or proof into it. Just going, yes, and then, so is this to offset the cost? The cost of what? The ad to offset the cost? So she did an ad for the doctors to get a reduction in the fee she paid because she's a public figure whose voice, personality, and like support could bolster sales and attention. I am still not seeing a problem with this. If she were a NASCAR driver, we wouldn't be taking her to court over this.
My next guest has been going over every angle of this story. New York Magazine's Washington correspondent Olivia Nuzzi joins me now. Olivia, I know you are one of the reporters who reached out to Governor Noem's office. Did you hear anything from them?
I did not hear back. I talked to a very polite receptionist who had no information for me whatsoever.
It's really, really interesting that we have women covering this. Is it because it would be misogynistic if it were dudes, or is it because women love to chop down other women? And I don't know why that's a thing. Why do women love to cut down other women? Because I want to say right now, as she's saying this story, look at the Cheshire smile on this lady. Just, Kriste Noem was doing an ad because she got her teeth fixed, and this is all right, so, really? John Doe, white women. Okay, I'm sorry, white women. Does it have to be one or the other? Why not both, says Angry Saxon. Fair enough. Just, again, the shark smelling chum in the water face of this lady. Like,
it doesn't work for me.
What doesn't?
I gotta have more cowbell.
Mr. Avoidable following the channel. Thank you so much. We just sent $500 million to that shithole Haiti. I'd like to start sending our politicians to these places. They already get paid money, so instead of sending money, can we go send those people? They can go fix those countries as much as they did here. How about the next time there's a huge thing, instead of sending money, we send the politicians who make money. You know what I mean? Like, let's, the next time, like, oh no, this, situation is going pretty bad in Uganda. Better send Mitch McConnell in there to see what he can do.
But I never heard back from them. And the dental practice in question, Texas Smile, they have been very dodgy. They've given different answers to different reporters who have reached out to the AP tonight. They're reporting that the office said that they were referring them to one law. To me, they said it was a HIPAA violation to disclose any information about whether or not there was payment to Kriste Noem or whether or not she received this procedure for free in exchange for her posting this testimony.
Well, and I think that's a critical point here. I mean, no one cares if someone has cosmetic procedures or whatever they have done.
And she looks great, by the way. Her teeth look great.
Her teeth
look great. Her teeth look great. Isn't she a whore? Who cares if she got it for free for doing the commercial? They do the same thing for Gwyneth Paltrow or a movie star. Again, who cares if she got it for free? Egg pickers, send Aaron and Gino. To do what? Get drunk? All right. Why go themselves when they can send the peasants? Yes, Skeezy Whitefish, but you're missing my point. We keep sending the peasants money, and it doesn't solve the problem. These people say they need to be in charge because they solve problems. And they cost us a lot of money just every year in their salaries. So next time, as opposed to sending more money, why don't we send these high-value, high-dollar assets? That's like sending money, right? And they fix things. They fix our country. Let them go fix that one. They can come back when they're done. But what if they don't finish? Oh, too bad.
do look great. It's a great smile. But I think it's the question of it's a publicly elected official She's posting about a business that's not even in her home state. It's in the state
Who
of Texas.
cares? Again, who the fuck cares? She's a public official. Yes, she's a public figure. That's why she has attention. That's why she has draw. Again, if you vapid cunts went out and got something done with your teeth, you're not supposed to take... Oh, you want the problem solved? They don't, but my mistake. Right, Skeezy Whitefish. I get that we're coming at this, like, them and me, like, from two different angles. Like, they're like, we want a perpetual quagmire that we can keep sucking money out of for the back-end payments we get. Whereas I really, really want a solution and a finality kind of a thing. I'm one of those, no, she got why the dentist paid. No, she got why the dentist paid her for. Smells like egg farts. I don't know what the heck you were talking. Egg farts. What smells like egg farts?
It's strange. I think the first reaction for most people seeing it was just that it was very odd. I mean, typically, if you are a politician from a state or a particular...
Again, no, the first reaction from people seeing it is so. I really hate that you guys are neglecting to mention the majority of people that see this and go, yeah, who cares? I hate a lot of people. The first reaction is this is very odd. It's not odd. The fact that you're obsessing about it is odd. I'm obsessing about you because you're obsessing about it. That might be even more odd. But again, you asshats are making a huge thing out of this. And again, I ask why? Who cares? What? So now we can't go to another state to get some work done on our teeth if they do better work? Jeez, right, Red and Dirty Llama? Why is this lady promoting this? Why is this lady promoting this abortion clinic? It's not even in her state. She went to a state to get cosmetic surgery done that wasn't in her state. Maybe nobody in South Dakota does really great work on cosmetic surgery for your fucking teeth, okay? Oh. Cheeseburger pie, you're supposed to take bribes in secret. She asked for this. Is it really a bribe? My question is it really a bribe? She wanted her teeth worked on. They wanted to do it. She wanted to save herself some money, and they said, hey, how about you give us a little rub, like promote this work, this surgery that you had done or whatever to your teeth and how great it was and how great the work was in the clinic and everything like that. Again, I see this as one giant so the fuck what? And the whole reason I'm doing this is because, again, we have a video here of CNN where they're like, let's break this down and how it's whatever. I don't even know what it is. And then, oh, by the way, Olivia Newsy, Washington correspondent for New York Magazine. So I guarantee you by no way is this two left-wing assholes that hate her because she's a right-wing politician who also happens to be pretty. Because let's face it, as the little hand there is petting Olivia's head, you guys can't stand it when there's a pretty woman doing something because you have to be the pretty ladies.
If you're the governor, you're not going to promote small businesses that are not located in your state.
If you're the governor, you can promote whatever fucking businesses you want. Again, South Dakota is not known as the bastion of fucking tooth repair. She went and got cosmetic surgery in Texas. She endorsed the work she got. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You're not going to endorse a clinic that's not in your state. You're not beholden to have everything done in the state you're from. I guarantee you that Governor Walz doesn't spend the money he's been raking in from the Minnesota taxpayers in Minnesota. I guarantee you he spends plenty of time hanging out with his friends that bought their way through the COVID stuff in places that aren't Minnesota. You don't have to support only your state's businesses. Where was this? Well, I love that we're holding her to account for a rule that's never been written.
unusual. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. So that was the first strange
because, again, most of us, file it under we don't fucking care. And you haven't seen anything like it because you only see it when it happens on the wrong party line.
That jumped out. And then it's very strange to have a sitting politician, a governor, behaving sort of like an Instagram influencer. And there are laws that govern this type of thing. You are supposed to disclose.
Oh, fucking Jesus. Like an Instagram influencer. Yeah, that's a real shame that we have a governor behaving like an Instagram influencer. We certainly don't have any videos of other politicians using Instagram or TikTok to try and reach out to people like an influencer. I love chocolate chip cookies. Jesus. It's worse than Joe Biden withholding money from Ukraine until they fired the prosecutor investigating his son's shady partners in business deals. What a disgrace. Right, and we have that on film. That's the part that bothers me with the people that are like, oh, what do you mean Joe Biden's corrupt? That's a conspiracy theory. We have him publicly bragging about how he withheld money until they fired the special prosecutor. And then when he used his vice presidential position to withhold money to force a government to change its investigation into a company that was paying money to his son, we're not allowed to call that shady or in any way corrupt. But you guys, Donald Trump just used his position to enrich himself. Joe Biden used his position to enrich himself at our expense. Fuck Joe Biden. At any rate, we're done with that. We are done with that one. Okay. So I'm not this is you have to disclose these things. She's behaving like a social, like a Instagram influencer. Oh, they all do it. What's the point of power if you can't sell it to the highest bidder? Skeezy Whitefish, they might all do it. My point is the person that we have in the Oval Office right now is doing it to an extent that is aggressively hurting the American people. The amount of pain he has inflicted on the American people in 3 years is, in my opinion, over the course of my life, unprecedented. I ain't seen it before, ever, in the course of my lifetime. I'm not saying that it's never been worse. I'm saying that as far as I can remember, from all the time that I've lived, it has never been this bad. So... and he's bad at it. And it's, again, the fact that we're holding one side of the political spectrum, particularly one person on one side of the political spectrum, to this weird, finite account for every single thing he's ever done or been accused of doing, while we have another person on the other side of the political spectrum just fuddling up being a criminal and corrupt, and we can't even, again, just hold him accountable for that. But at any rate, it's the third hour. Catastrophic abuse of humans. Preach, Johnny, preach, says Eggpick. I said it before and I say it again. We need to ride the razor boards to Washington and cut the heads off this Medusa snake. We need to round up the politicians on the left and the right and execute them simultaneously. Right, again, jokes, folks, jokes. Gonna get a call from the FBI pretty soon. You did a thing where you were calling it, yeah, it was a character and I was over-exaggerating. But, yep, alrighty. So, Benjamin Franklin went to the French to advertise. FBI, open up! Thank you for the sticker, Lab Glass. Hyperbole. Right? Like, I hate that we can't understand hyperbole or just humor. Like, people, like, we can't make jokes anymore. fucking whatever, man. All right. We've got videos. I have this story to read, so we'll get through this quick. If you didn't know, Texas recently decided to sue Pornhub for not having age verification on their site. So as a result, Texas, through this lawsuit, Pornhub has like pulled out of Texas, so to speak. Pornhub pulled out of Texas. That might be the best headline for this story ever. But holy shit, someone else calls it Pornhub pulling out of Texas. More videos? No, I want the video. I want the video I just selected. No, I want the video I was on a minute ago, you bastards. Pornhub cuts access off to the site over age verification law. That's not going to be... All right. At any rate, due to the new law, Pornhub blocks access in Texas. But because of that, searches for VPNs have skyrocketed in Texas after Pornhub. Oh, someone else after Pornhub pulls out of the state. So I'm not that original. Shucks. So again, we'll read this quickly. Searches for virtual private networking, VPN software, briefly spiked in Texas this week after Pornhub suspends service in the state over a law forcing adult websites to verify the age or identities of their users. The fourfold rise in Google searches for tools that can circumvent the state-level blocking suggests the law may already be having unintended side effects. Days after a federal appeals court upheld the legislation and said it could remain in effect. Visitors with Texas IP addresses who visit Pornhub's website are now presented with a full-page message calling the Texas law ineffective, haphazard, and dangerous. Visitors with Texas IP addresses who visit the site are now presented with a full-page message calling... Okay. Until the real solution is offered, we have made the difficult decision to completely disable access to our website in Texas, the message reads. In doing so, we are complying with the law as we always do, but hope that the governments around the world will implement laws that actually protect the safety and security of users. Search interests in VPNs began disproportionately rising in Texas Thursday compared to the rest of the country, according to CNN analysis of Google Trends data, quadrupling in the hours following Pornhub's announcement before retreating slightly by early Friday morning. So in other words, everybody's out getting VPNs so they don't know who's touching their peen. That is awesome. Texas cream pies Pornhub in an attempt to blue ball minors. Thank you, Fat Conan. That may be the best one. Just like X videos, what a non-starter. Pornhub gets the most traffic when they show pullouts. That's good. That's a good one. All right, where's my one? I do not want to keep smoking weed like a chimney. It's not great on my throat right now and everything, but it's getting rough today, and I really. Whew. So we got 2.5 hours left in the show. We got a few things to cover still, and then we got to get into our second hour stuff. We've got a whole lot to get into. Time to make a stinking get downloading. USB stick. Time to make a USB stick get downloading. Okay, thank you, Egg Picker. It helps when I understand what we're saying. Hey, I'm making glue over here. What you do? Go away, I'm baiting. Oh. Cheeseburger. Sorry, I don't feel bad because when I was a teenager, I had to use magazines. Again, I always come back to can't you just use your, like, if you're so hard up that you gotta, rub one out. I mean, sure, does a visual aid help? Absolutely, but can't we, has nobody ever had to, a debit, don't you ever just spank it no more? Oh, man. So, yes, Texas is outlawing porn, and now everybody's getting VPNs so they can continue to watch porn. It's almost like people that are going to sit there at their computer watching naked women or men or whatever they're doing in order to please themselves aren't going to allow a law to get in the way. I mean, shit, as a gamer, I use the whole New Zealand workaround to get early access to video games. I'm not surprised in the slightest that somebody who's like a full-time, stroking spanker on their computer just gonna be like, oh, I'll just find one. Cheeseburger, nice clip. Just don't ban adult stuff. This just in Playboy goes back into making hard copy magazines. Right? I mean, they're going to probably pick up. On table, fat fingers. Okay. And just when I was starting to like repubs again, stay out of my effing bedroom, you assholes. Are you surprised? I mean, I'm sorry, but the Republicans were always, the religious conservatives were always we're going to get into your bedrooms and decide what's okay for you to do in your bedrooms. Again, it's always been that way. And it's not new, but all right. But anyway, we're done with that one. We're getting a little behind. It's into the second hour and we haven't finished our stories. So we have a powerful tornado tearing through town. I don't know if we want to watch the tornado photographer. We'll keep the video up if we want to get to it. We want to do this one, and that's...
It's time for news about the news.
What the fuck is that? Oh, my Jesus. It's time for news about the news. Blah, blah, blah. That was creepy. I'm letting this ad go because I have no idea. Oh, it's a sling thing, and it's painful. Okay, all right. So I don't know if we're gonna do this whole video. It might be kind of a little boring and depressing. But so you know how a lot of people have been saying that I'm voting Dems just as an FU to that, Johnny. Right, John Doe, that'll totally fix the problem. See, the problem is, John Doe, the Dems are going to be just as in your face about your bedroom stuff as so now I have to literally look this up and find a different way to get it. Because after I paused it for your stupid gay ad, you won't just let me pause the video and fucking do it like a goddamn show. I mean, seriously, this thing ain't the most professional, but I am goddamn trying. And you bastards and your stupid bullshit are making it fucking difficult, man. All right, here we go. Boom. There we go. UX-Mexico border by the end of the week. That's 5 years ago. Why can't I have the video on here? We'll try to get this to play.
The heart-to-heart. Just 29% of tech workers are women, and just 8% are Hispanic.
Right. It's almost like Hispanic women don't want to be tech workers, you fucking asshole.
That opportunity gap is way too big. DeVry Scholars Programs are designed to help more underrepresented communities pursue tech careers. Let's help close the gap at devry.edu.
DeVry, I got news for you. Maybe they don't like doing that kind of work.
Thank you both.
It's not punchy enough.
It's my understanding there have been a lot of drone incursions along our southern border. How many drone incursions have we had, and what are they doing?
Senator,
how many drone incursions have we had, and what are they doing? They're drone incursions. So I mean, what are they doing? Oh, I don't know. Gathering surveillance, looking for ways to sneak in, looking for weaknesses in the border. I could have told them they didn't need to send the drone. Just come on in. There practically isn't a border anymore.
Number of incursions was something that was alarming to me as I took command last month. I don't know the actual number. I don't think anybody does, but it's in the thousands. I have talked to Customs and Border Protection, who are responsible for the UAS incursions and in the border, along with DOJ, and they put the number at thousands.
Over what period of time is that thousands?
I would say in the probably over a month. We could probably have over 1,000 a month.
General, do they, in your view, represent a homeland defense threat?
Senator, they alarm me. From being the person responsible for Homeland Defense. I haven't seen any of them manifest in a threat to the level of national defense, but I see the potential only growing.
Right. We're kind of, letting the drones in with as much, with as little scrutiny as we are the people. Oh, boy. And he also complains about, again, the number of Chinese military-age people that seem to be just walking in the border.
General, continuing on with a different topic, do you consider the F-15E Strike Eagle to be a capable aircraft? And are there particular characteristics?
All right, I don't care about the F-18. We were here about the border stuff. We were here about the border stuff, asshole. Not about the F-18. Leave it to a politician to work something else in. St. Laurent, thousands in a month. I just use thousands of drops of water for a shower. Yeah, but these are drone incursions. I'm just here for the butt stuff, says Fat Conan. We have a border, says Master Meeple. Well, we had a southern border. We don't really have a southern border right now. But we did have one at one point in time. We're going for another 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're doing a show today. We've had a little bit of support with a level 1 hype train that completed level 1. That's as far as it went. And then if you want to support the show, we have the bits, the subs, the sound drops, the Rumble rants. I'll throw the PayPal links and things in here quick, and we'll have those up there too. There we go. And our sponsor, Hemponics. So there we are. Let's go with that. Control C. Control V. Share the glue, says Atomic Ray. I don't know if I want to share the glue. Why don't they respect the imaginary lines drawn on made-up maps? I mean, it's... For me, it's less about it respecting imaginary lines drawn on made-up maps and just being a little bit more, picky about who you just let walk into a country.
A pussy rash.
Seems like a bad idea. It's not exactly an imaginary line. There's a whole river there, says Fallen Gray. Right? A lot of borders are drawn with natural geological features as ways of indicating the border. It was helpful for lazy people drawing maps back in the day with limited technology, skills, resources, and understanding. So it was just kind of like, and this river is the line. So, you know what I mean? So it's just, yeah. Hope you like Biden winning in 2024, Fallen, because you were too rigid. What? This is a fun little fight. I almost want to just pop open my can of chips that I'm almost out of here and just kind of sit back and enjoy this. This is fun. Falling on John Doe. apparently going nuts over in the chat. Nice. Let's drop the audio for just a second while we grab our second hour stories. I really need to not be eating while I'm doing a show. I can't stop myself. Master Meatball must be over on YouTube. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, if you're paying attention to the chat on the screen, you can see it here. John has his panties in a bunch. Quoted, Aaron must have dropped a load in his ass today. Okay. No idea what we're talking about there. Our second hour stories, we have a thing about robots and how they've advanced. So that'll be a little interesting to get into. Uh-oh. I know what the problem is here. There we go. Boop. So we've got that. Then we've got this story about James and Jennifer Crumbley finding out about the verdict against them because of their, I guess, quasi-involvement in the shooting thing. And, oh, boy, the video's even more clear now. Oh, nice. So we also have a follow-up on the shooting of the autistic kid. Advil's launching a pain equity campaign. It's going to be fun. All right, let's get this last one in there. And then we have a story about the Pittsburgh Penguins and a bobblehead giveaway that it'll never happen now. All right, so we've got it all loaded. The audio's back up. We're good. We're good. Someone shot an artistic kid. No, a autistic, not artistic, autistic. Someone shot an autistic kid. A sheriff was put in a position where to defend himself, he was forced to shoot an autistic child. And the 15-year-old was kind of big for a 15-year-old. Kind of tall, was not exactly the smallest, least imposing 15-year-old I've ever seen. And he was wielding a scythe at the time. So, but the mother has now come out and wants to know why that officer had to shoot her baby. So we'll watch the video. I believe it's in the story. And then we're also going to hear from the mother. I've seen what an artist can do. Well, this is, again, more about the autistic part. 15-year-old looked like the Grim Reaper to me. Well, like I said, the video of the actual event is in the story, so we will be touching on that. I don't think they actually show. Spank it. Wait a minute. What? Check out this clip. So Cheeseburger Pie's got a clip. Ever had? I got to work on my voice and do something to make it sound better than this. It's too high pitched. All right, let's go ahead and go with this and boop. Let's go like that. Oh, I got to fix the camera thing. That's a huge problem. Let's so screw it. We'll do it this way. Has nobody ever had to a debit? Don't you ever just spank it no more? Has nobody ever had to a debit? Don't you ever just spank it no more? Yep. Should have seen that one coming. Thank you, Cheeseburger Pie. Was the kid nonverbal? Asking because he would actually scream or mime the pain. I don't know if the kid was nonverbal. Again, the actual shooting part, I've fortunately not seen. I've seen things that lead up to it. John Doe, I'll spank you, naughty boy. Again, I feel like I have to keep making this point. Not into dudes. But thank you, John Doe. But at any rate, let's get to the robot part first. And we'll get through that, and then we can do the James Crumbley thing. Then we'll get to the body cam video. People seem to be getting excited for the body cam video. Psst, At John, I'm not running or trying to swing people. My names are not on the ballot, baby girl. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this. So there's a bot that a robot that they've infused with AI. It can have full conversations with people. It has high-level visual and language intelligence. Do you want to see what they're they posted a video on X on the update of this robot. Let's see the future happening. Status update. Figure 1 plus OpenAI. Speech-to-speech reasoning. End-to-end neural networks. Film speed at 1. So this is all real time.
Hey, Figure 1, what do you see right now?
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great, can I have something to eat?
Sure thing.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.
We're so fucking screwed.
So,
we are
based
so
on the
screwed
scene right now.
Like a year ago, we were like seeing robots that could barely walk. Now this thing's all like, yeah, I can explain how this stuff is. Wait, how do we know this is real? AI. Well, it's powered by OpenAI. The OpenAI thing is powering it. I don't know if we know how it's real or not. And they got that retarded strength. The robots do? Oh, no. They got retard strength. Now I'm even more jealous and scared.
Where do you think the dishes in front of you go next?
The dishes on the table, like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next.
Great, can you put them there?
Of course.
I'm scared. Am I the only one? Like, is this weirding anyone else out? Can we get a robot reach around? Ask it to explain pie, says Riding Dirty Llama. Which pie do you want it to explain? The pie like the one you spelled, like P-I, like the number sequence that continues on into infinity? Or like just pie, like apple pie?
All right, so how do you think you did?
I think I did pretty well. The apple found its new owner, the trash is gone, and the tableware is right where it belongs.
I agree. Thanks, Figure 1.
You're welcome. If there's anything else you need help with, just let me know.
Yeah, I want to know if it can walk around, because if it can leave that table, we're screwed. Yes, pie, not pie. Well, I'm sorry. Well, bless. See if it can explain women. The thing just lights on fire. Fully learned fast, dexterous manipulation. Yeah, this is not a good thing. This is how machines are going to take over and rule us, man. This is not awesome. Oh, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. This is VR piloted and scripted. Chat GPT doesn't use pause words. Oh, someone else. All right. I want this to stare blankly at me for 8 seconds before it decides to beat the shit out of me. Okay, interesting comments to the post. We have claims that that's not real. Ooh, someone being like, oh, this was VR piloted and is a neural network. Everything in this video is a neural network? Okay, I don't even know what a neural network is. So I watched that video and it, again, freaked the fuck out of me. I don't think we're just oof. I just keep seeing RoboCop 2 when they are trying out the new RoboCop bodies and the one shoots himself. Oh yeah. And now bringing peace to Delta City, RoboCop 2, and they open a thing and the guy's just like, ah, bang 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 bang. That was a very funny scene. Install ethical subroutine. R. Thompson looked fake to me. I'll say this. I could believe the VR piloted part for sure. I don't know. Again, the people like Chat GPT doesn't use this, doesn't use that. Again, it's powered by OpenAI. It means they took OpenAI and they manipulated it. So again, I don't know, man. I just don't want to see technology advancing that fast because it worries me. It worries me. All right, we have one last video thing that we're going to go through here. In a recent verdict, the Michigan jury on Thursday found James Crumbley, whose son killed 4 students at his high school in 2001, guilty of involuntary manslaughter. As a result, experts say could set an important precedent to extend to which parents of school shooters can be held responsible. So this, again, is coming to an interesting question. How responsible are the parents of the school shooters? So now, damn it, Johnny, they could help your legs. I want my legs to work for me. I don't want robots to carry me around. I don't know what you mean, like they could help your legs. I just, but the RoboCop 2 is not a machine. It's a cop's brain implanted into a robot chassis, and he or it couldn't handle his situation, so he killed himself. Right. That is, again, the plot of RoboCop 2. Okay, so we have 2 hours left in the program. We have all of our second-hour stories to get through, and I think that's now it just looked too perfect. I agree with T. Thompson. It did look too perfect. It did look too perfect. So we'll see. I don't know. But again, I get weirded out. We're like, look how fast technology is advancing. I'm like, does that not worry anybody? Like, if that is like, I want that to be fake because the alternative of that being completely realistic and real scares the bejesus out of me, man. I lose my shit. But like I said, it again weirds me out. You're only scared of the programmers. Right, I'm scared of the programmers. I don't trust the programmers, which means I don't trust the programs. And when the programs become their own programmers, I really don't trust that. All I'm saying is I can't fight in the resistance, okay? So we need to hold this thing off a little bit longer until I'm dead. That's all we need. The robot revolution just has to wait till I'm dead. That's all I want. Just before you guys kick it all off, just wait till I'm dead. That's all I need. Trust me, might not be long based on estimates. Oh, I know I just dropped my 1. I love not having the ability to grip things. Okay, so let's get to the story about the jurors that found the father and mother guilty of manslaughter for the teen school shooter. Now, I believe they found them guilty because the teen accessed their firearms, if I'm not mistaken. But it's amazing how fast you can prompt AI to start nuclear wars. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, we have an ad. Do you have people that live in a house, like a family and a dog and a quasi-decent looking wife? Yeah, man. You got to find a comfortable place to live for you and your lady and your kid. Especially if you want to keep that around. She looks pretty trim. Ah, never mind. This one, you're looking both really, really old. So now it's just not exciting. Oh, now that she's young again, she's doable. You're still a schlub, though. I don't like you. All right, I know you guys didn't see any of that. That's fine. That was the way it was supposed to go. So let's go ahead and roll this back. Oh, this is just the verdict.
Would you read the verdict, please?
Each count?
Sure.
Count 1, involuntary manslaughter as to Madison Baldwin. Guilty of involuntary manslaughter as to Madison Baldwin. Count 2, involuntary manslaughter as to Tate Meir. Guilty of involuntary manslaughter as to Tate Meir. Count 3, involuntary manslaughter as to Hannah St. Juliana. Guilty of involuntary manslaughter as to Hannah St. Juliana. Count 4, involuntary manslaughter as to Justin Schilling. Guilty of involuntary manslaughter as to Justin Schilling.
All right, I'm sorry, buddy. Why are you shaking your head at this point? You know it's going to be guilty. I mean, that would be the funniest part. Is like, count 5, not guilty. You know, he was guilty for the other 2. Cheeseburger, it doesn't just end with your end. Okay.
No.
All right, so that's that. So yeah, he found they were found again guilty. The shooter's mother, Jennifer Crumbley, was convicted of the same 4 charges, making her the first parent ever held directly responsible for the mass shooting committed by their child. Again, why are they prosecutors during his week-long trial argue that James was grossly negligent? He bought a Sig Sauer 9mm gun for his son 4 days before the attack, failed to properly secure it, ignored his son's downward spiraling mental health, and did not take reasonable care to present foreseeable dangers, prosecutors said. They also argued the shooting could have been prevented if James or Jennifer Crumbley had listened to a school counselor's recommendations and taken their son out of school the day of the shooting, or if they had mentioned to the school employees that they had just bought him a gun. Ethan Crumbley, then 15, used the Sig Sauer firearm to kill 4 students and wound 6 students and a teacher at Oxford High School. He was sentenced last year to life in prison without parole. Yeah, I don't know on this one. This is one of those where, oh, the parents, F them. Right. But, I can see the parents being somewhat accountable, but this, like I said, it sets a dangerous precedent. I mean, what if the kid, well, but I mean, they provided him the gun. That's the part that doesn't help. They provided him the gun. Ooh. If you didn't know why your kid needed a gun, and I need the Second Amendment. The case I'm worried about is the Burnsville shooter's girlfriend. Burnsville shooter's girlfriend. I don't know anything about that one, so I can't help you there. But, Creamy Legs, first time in the chat. Favorite Bible verse. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. That's got to be, I'd have to say, favorite Bible verse. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Thanks for joining the show. Alrighty, so we're going for another 2 hours. Thank you for being here, everybody on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. Love seeing everybody on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. Really high numbers over on the Rumble. That's nice. No proof is talking. You don't have, it don't have dick power? Oh. Face the facts, robots and AI won't be taking over the world anytime soon. Nerds will have them fucking and jerking off humans first. Then comes world domination. You know what? Never mind, Landers. You got a point. World domination could be a good one. Yeah, Cheeseburger, we got the clip already. Played it earlier, but thank you for linking it again in the chat. The girlfriend got charged for buying the guns used the shooting of those 3 first responders. Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to pee. Yeah, no, we played it. But thank you, Cheeseburger. Bye. I didn't know that, Lab Glass. The girlfriend bought the gun. Ooh. That's interesting. Interesting. Well, we're going to move on to a different story. We've got a different story about a shooting. This is we're going to go to the CNN one, and as the screen here is warning, disturbing images. This video contains disturbing images. Yeah, disturbing images, like the one you're going to see right at the beginning.
Hey, get back! Get back, you're gonna get shot! 7 seconds.
Oh, this is a different video. This is from a different angle. So get back, you're gonna get shot. Running away. Again, the kid is as big. I love it was a 15-year-old child. The child was as big as an adult. Like, yes, he's 15 years old, but he's the same size as a full-grown person, all right? It's like being like, oh, it's only a 4-year-old pit bull. That's still a full-size fucking pit bull, asshole.
That's how long authorities say they had before shooting a teenager with autism. Deputies were called to 15-year-old Ryan Gaynor's home in Apple Valley, California on March 9th.
That's assault and battery.
Called for assault and battery. The guy's armed with a scythe and he charged at the cops. Is it sad? Yes. Is it unfortunate? Yes. Is his autistic condition probably part of the problem for this whole thing? Absolutely. But the other part of the problem is too many going, oh, well, you have a condition, so that excuses your behavior under any circumstances. No, it doesn't.
When the deputies arrived, Ryan had what authorities described as a 5-foot-long garden tool with a sharp bladed end. And as seen on body cam video, which was blurred by the sheriff's department, he appears to be chasing the deputy.
With a fucking sickle, okay? It's a bladed gardening tool, also known as a sickle or a scythe, okay? He came at him like the grim fucking reaper.
Law enforcement officers to stop threats and to stop violence. The deputy hadn't even made it into that house to be able to investigate the claims that were made of assault. Was somebody injured?
But the family attorney, DeWitt Lacey, says it's about the initial approach.
About the initial approach, it looks like a busted window with glass shards on the ground. And again, kid comes running out armed with a scythe. Wow, that's a rather tall 15-year-old. Yeah, he's a big 15-year-old. Yeah, with autism who was armed. Apparently it's the... Oh, yeah, this guy with the gardening implement. Right, it was a bladed gardening tool. I have a picture of a skeleton holding a bladed gardening tool. Okay? If he came running at me, you guarantee yourself if I had a gun, I'd shoot at him.
In California, it gives direction that when you're encountering somebody with mental disabilities or impairments in the field, that you shouldn't present as a threat.
You shouldn't present as a threat. He didn't present as a threat. He came as a person investigating a call. You know who presented as a threat, asshole? The person with the mental difficulties. He didn't walk in gun drawn. He walked in investigating a situation that he was called to armed battery. You shouldn't present as a threat. Fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking ambulance chasing piece of shit.
That you don't come up and show that you want to arrest somebody or present with guns or sirens and flashing noises.
Or sirens and flashy noises. You have to walk up with a pillow while he continues to beat the fuck out of people with a bladed gardening tool. You know why they presented with guns, or not even guns? They didn't present with guns. The sirens and the flashy noises were because they were called to an assault and battery. So what you're saying is the people who should be held accountable should be the family that called the police. The cops are either going to show up and do their job or they're not. You can't hold them guilty for doing it. You called them.
Things that could upset or frustrate somebody who's experiencing some type of mental health issue.
This was not the first time deputies were called to the home. In 5 previous encounters with police this year, deputies had been able to help.
What we need to really look at is even if we had the best of healthcare, the best psychologist in that immediate interaction and that 7 seconds, there are no magic words.
Lacey says the family believed calling authorities was their only available option.
They thought of...
Right. They thought calling authorities was their only available option. So guess what? You can't sit there and belittle them and badger them over how they dealt with the situation. You didn't have a better idea. Again, what was this dude supposed to do? Get stabbed with or beaten with a fucking sickle, or get called racist?
Police as a resource that had been helpful in the past. They believed, because of their past experiences, that calling them on this occasion may result in the same type of helpfulness.
Explain to me where the cop had another option. He didn't even get to say anything. Mr. Q saying, how do you get 5 strikes in less than a year and not be in jail? Well, you're a 15-year-old with autism. So you get called to the house 5 times, for being violent. And also, shut up, dumb lawyer, says John Doe. Also, I have another thing with this. So, family of this autistic kid. So you're clearly not giving him the care he needs, because clearly this, I'm sorry, dude. When can we finally reach an understanding that some people, if they can't be productive members of society, then we have to lock them down or whatever? Because this person obviously can't function with society.
In this last encounter, Ryan was shot 3 times.
Why would you do that? Why you shoot my baby?
And despite aid from deputies,
because he chased a cop with a fucking sickle. Mr. Q, I went to juvenile hall for less. California and you're black. Well, no, it's not California and you're black. It's you're 15 years old, autistic, black, and in California. I feel like the California part isn't even the biggest part of that puzzle. There's a certain amount of leeway that you'd be given just for being autistic, Also for being black. Like I said, there's a couple of ways. But like someone else said in the chat there, 5 times. In the course of the year, the cops have been there 5 times for this kid being out of control. Why was this kid not in a more controlled environment?
Beauties. He later died at the hospital. While the family does admit to difficult times with Ryan, he's described as a gift, a blessing, and a...
He's described as a gift and a blessing. And we're going to show you all of the beautiful pictures of this nanny dog that would never hurt anybody. I am sick of this. You don't get to show us the, oh, look at the gift, look at the blessing. Yeah, let's play the video of him chasing people with a sickle a few more times. How about you calling the cops for the assault and battery? Can we see the police cam of the other interactions when the police were called 5 times in the past year? I'm tired of this. Oh, what a beautiful, innocent person he was. Then you shouldn't have called the cops. I bet the Spartans would say the opposite of a gift. Show some of the hard times, you know? Yeah, again. Oh, yeah, there were difficult times. Show us the difficult times. Show us how he was difficult at times and explain to me how that is somehow okay because he was the gift. Most people have some cute baby pics. A lot of us have cute baby pics. I have cute baby pics. I have an autistic child. My daughter has autism. She can be a little difficult at times. She has trouble understanding things, and we take great care to help her adjust and learn that there are certain ways to deal with your emotions that are okay, and there are certain ways that are not. And one thing that we continually teach her is that it is not okay to lash out with violence. Now, if my daughter were to chase down a police officer with a sickle and get shot, I would be mortified. I don't know how I would continue with life with the thought of losing my daughter, but I certainly wouldn't feel like the cop was the one to blame. You know who I think is the one to blame? Me. Where did I F up? What did I do wrong that convinced her it was okay to behave that way? To do that? To not worry about the consequences of such an action? That is a failure in parenting. But no, these people are going to demand that the state pay them money, that they get a payday for their child's behavior, that they get a payday for their poor parenting, and that this cop, who I'm sure he was so happy to have to shoot a fucking 15-year-old. I'm sure he went home to his wife like, oh, red letter day, I put 3 in a kid's chest. Isn't it awesome? No, that guy's going to be fucked up for the rest of his life. He doesn't get a payday. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm losing my shit. This is why it's dangerous to do shows on steroids.
A source of pride.
Peace out, everybody.
The family is now asking for accountability.
Maybe the officers aren't the people that we should be calling. Maybe there are other folks that we should be calling, but as of right now...
Maybe the officers aren't. They're asking for accountability. I'd like some accountability, too. From the parents. Your kid, you had to call the cops 5 times before this in the year for your kid's behavior. Where is your accountability? Why was that kid still in that household? You clearly couldn't take care of him. He needed to be in a quasi-mental institution because he apparently could not function with the rest of society. Now they don't have to always parent, and they get paid. I hate the parents that demand accountability for their kids' actions. We demand accountability from the police officers. I'd like to know what the fuck the parents are going to do for their accountability. Your kid thought it was okay to chase people with a sickle. One of those people being a police officer with a gun. He didn't walk in gun drawn. He pulled his gun when a kid with a sickle came charging at him. Oh, boy. I apologize. I'm sorry I'm a Christian. I apologize. I'm losing my shit. I'm a Christian. But yeah, we have just about 70 people checking out the show. Glad to have all of you here. Sorry that I'm so up and down and all over the place. I'm on chemicals and they're making me laugh hard, and I apologize. So the body cam video showing the shooting, apparently horrible choice by the police officer to defend himself. And like I said, I get it from the point of view of the parents. Like, oh, we lost our kid. Our kid got shot. Yeah, that's sad. That sucks. That's horrible. Like I said, as a parent in that situation, no idea how I'd cope. No idea at all. There's nothing that you could tell me. There's nothing you could say or do that would make it okay. But I also, again, would not blame the police officer. I would, and maybe this is a me thing, but I would blame myself internally. I would be like, this was a failure of me as a parent, that I had to call the cops to come here and deal with my kid again for the 6th time in a year. It's a rate of once every 2 months. So this kid can't go 8 weeks without professional intervention. Why were you still taking care of them? You clearly couldn't. And that's not an insult to them as parents. That's, again, saying that people need to realize at a certain point, how many times do we have to have these giant autistic people behaving violently? We're like, no, maybe they can't be allowed to interact with public. They're kind of a problem. It sucks that the kid died, but so many details to unpack on how this happened. Right, Cheeseburger Pie, but too many people want to go with the quick clip. The quick clip of, oh, he shot a 15-year-old autistic kid. A giant 15-year-old autistic kid armed with a sickle. It's just, it's sad. Like I said, it's sad, especially for the parents losing the kid. It's sad, all right? It's very, very sad. But that cop wasn't really left with a choice, all right? It was 7 seconds. He didn't have a conversation. He didn't escalate matters. He didn't walk in like, show yourself, I'm armed, I'll shoot. Like, none of that. They said, police officer, what's going on? And again, it's very difficult to have people involuntary institutionalized. Right, but certain people, but that's my point. We have to pick a speed, though. If you don't want to involuntarily institutionalize someone, but they continue to be a violent threat to the world, you can't be surprised when eventually that threat gets dealt with. Like, you called the cops because he was assaulting you, because he was attacking you, because you needed somebody to stop him and restrain him yet again. But this time, armed with a fucking sickle, he chased a police officer. It's not a surprise how this situation ended out. How could you shoot my baby? Your baby was armed and chased a cop. Anyways, we're kind of, was it even sharp? Does it matter? You know what? You're right, fanatical Bucks fan. He should have waited to shoot. We went, wait a minute. Now, is there an edge on that thing? Or are you going to stab me with a dull blade? Why a spoon, cousin? Why not a knife or an axe? Because it's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more. All right. Let's get into our next story. Oh, boy. Our next story is going to suck, too. Our next story. So, you guys remember how the Biden administration put out that phone app so people could, come into the country and get like asylum, like they could seek asylum through a phone app? Well, per DHS sources, the Haitian man arrested for R-wording a 15-year-old disabled girl at a migrant hotel in Massachusetts Wednesday night came to the U.S. via the Biden administration's parole program for Haitians, which allowed him to fly into JFK Airport in New York City. So let's keep going. In New York City, direct from Haiti in June of 2023 with a 2-year parole grant. We're told, so this guy wasn't one of the ones who did the phone thing. We're told that ICE has now filed a detainer on the 26-year-old Corey B. Alvarez with local authorities, and that he had a sponsor listed in New Jersey as part of his parole. So again, where's this part? There we go. The Biden administration's controversial CHNV parole program allows up to 30,000 Cubans, Haitians, and Nicaraguans and Venezuelans to fly into the U.S. after they've supposedly been vetted and have a sponsor in the U.S. The recipients typically receive a 2-year humanitarian parole grant, which allows them to apply for work authorization and live in the U.S. At least 138,000 Haitians have been brought to the U.S. since the start of the Biden administration's program in 2023. Oh. Well, goody. Well, hey, at least he only, committed a violent crime. What are we doing here, Biden? I don't know. It's weird. And that, that adds to, more. Oh, wow. We've got more in the case. Local authorities in Rockland, Massachusetts arrested Alvarez, reported that he pleaded not guilty at his arraignment. The outlet reported the police responded to a comfort inn, which is part of the program House of Families. Multiple sources tell the news that Alvarez came to the U.S. in June. Yeah, we have that. Flew from Haiti. Meanwhile, there are concerns about a potential migrant wave coming from Haiti as violence escalates in the Caribbean country. Florida this week sent troops and aircraft to the coast in order to prevent illegal immigrants landing in boats. John Doe saying, see, I want the repubs now. That's totally going to help. That'll fix it. That'll fix it. We just got to vote harder. If we just vote a little harder. God, steroids make me a dick. It is not helping. Alrighty, so that's that. We're done. I don't want to keep going with that story. I don't think there's much more to talk about other than, once again, we have imported people into this country, and we're finding out that when we just blanket import people, we get a lot of fucking scumbags. Ron Death Santis at it again. Okay. Skeezy Whitefish, that's your thing. I don't know what we're talking about now. But okay. You think, fuck. John Doe, what are we doing? I'm doing a show for another hour and a half, provided I can make it that far, because I'm feeling very, very strange with the whole coming off of a drug treatment yesterday. I used to do them all the time and was very, very used to them. This time has been different. So maybe it's because of the... What dose is your steroid? I get a 1,000 milligrams intravenously each time. So this one was yesterday. So yesterday morning or afternoon, I got 1,000 milligrams, and then like that was it. And now I'm kind of coming off of them, kind of not. Like they're in my system for a while, but I'm not getting another dose, and my body's like weird. I don't know. It is what it is. Jokes, says Skeezy Whitefish. I know. I'm trying to, like, it's not a you thing. It's a me thing. I'm having a difficult day. I don't know if you can even tell my body language. I'm fucking. Ugh. Who is Jimmy Churchill? Know about Haiti's most powerful man again. Landers, I blame anal lubricants. Well, that's the victim, or that is the villain that nobody talks about. Anal lubricants. Also, anal nitrates. Another thing. So, all right, let's do this next story here. Bernie Sanders is calling a 4-day work week a little loopy. What? Oh, what? I don't care about Bernie Sanders and the 4-day work week. I care about the equity. This ad is part of the new Advil campaign to end systemic pain racism. Because you see, guys, the pain is racist. Because you know when you stub your toe and you're a white person and it doesn't hurt, but you're a black person and your world ends? Is it prednisone? No, it's well, yeah, it's methylprednisone. I think. Yeah, methylprednisone. I don't need no painkillers. My white privilege protects me, says Skeezy Whitefish. Again, yeah, like I said, you know how when you hurt yourself, but you're a white person, so you got to fake it because it doesn't really hurt because you're protected by your white privilege. You know how bullets bounce off of you because you're protected by your white privilege? Oh, boy. I can't believe this. Cheeseburger pie with a YouTube link. I guess we'll check this quick. We'll see what this is about. If it's not really relevant. Sorry, wrong link. Well, okay, then. I won't click it. Thank you for that information. Stepping on a Lego is a race thing. Beautiful, Mr. Q. I'm almost going to be sad when we get into the story. One, because I just finished off my soda, and now I'm out of soda. I'm going to have to go back to drinking water. But, yes, pain is apparently racist. So thank God the people at Advil are doing what they can to end systemic pain racism. All right, let's go check out this ad. Let's see the end of systemic pain racism. I want to see where we get
beg my doctor.
Systemic pain racism. Meep.
I should not have to beg my doctor to run tests or ask them to take another look.
After all, why would my doctor assume I don't know what I'm talking about when I ask them to investigate my brain pain and give me something for my brain pain? I'm sorry, nobody should take you seriously when you have to ask your doctor about your brain. God damn it. Why are you acting like it's weird for people not to believe you when you have no grasp of the English language? Axe is not a actual word. Well, I mean it is, but it's not the word you think it is. An axe is an object. You ask your doctor. And again, a lot of people ask their doctor to run tests and to check shit out, and they don't. It's not a black thing. Why does it always have to come back to, well, it must be because my skin's a different color? Advil hosted a roundtable discussion about systemic pain bias in healthcare. I know quite a few women who have had their pain ignored in healthcare. They were all white. I don't think it's specific to a race. I don't even think it's specific to a gender. I think in general, doctors get used to people asking for pain meds and they just kind of brush off people in pain. Oh my God. Repeat that, Johnny. Repeat what? Oh God, don't axe them. Do you wonder why they won't treat you? They're dead.
Welcome to Believe My Pain, a discussion about systemic pain bias in healthcare.
Systemic pain bias in healthcare. Because obviously when we get ignored, it's not because we're stupid or not because we don't seem believable. It's because we're black women. And so, of course, because we're black, we need systemic equity to address our pain. Why, Advil? You have such a great medicine. I love Advil. Better than Tylenol. Wait, brush off the pain like a working adult? How dare you? This should be on The View. Would get more views. Maybe. I always thought abusing painkillers was a white girl thing. No, skeezy whitefish. You see, that's what they're saying. They're saying abusing painkillers is a white girl thing because the medical industry is racist, and now black women want to abuse painkillers just like white girls. I can't even accurately explain how many times I see or hear stories about people suffering from multiple sclerosis and other neurological disorders and diseases that went to doctors, that were ignored, that had their symptoms brushed aside, that were told the pain they were enduring wasn't real, whatever, what have you. Again, it's not a racial. The thing that pisses me off about this is we're taking a situation of people's symptoms kind of being mistreated, misinterpreted, or flat out ignored. And we're just going, yeah, but it's a racial thing, so we need to fix it for the black ladies. Like, no, it's not a racial thing. It's a happens to everybody thing. And, oh, God. Oh, and I'm sure Advil isn't using this to sell pills.
And all of you for joining me today as we talk about this very important issue. I also want to thank the Pain Equity Project developed by Advil in partnership with the Morehouse School of Medicine and Black Health for inviting us to be a part of their commitment to addressing pain bias in Black communities.
I should not have to beg.
Pain bias in Black communities. Well, if you guys would stop getting shot. You know who didn't feel any pain? George Floyd, because he was high on fentanyl. Jesus Christ. Pain equity. Oh my God, is it bad? Oh, man. Launched in 2023, clips of the multi-year initiative have surfaced, sparking the return of our favorite pastime, finding ever more creating forms of victimhood. Oh, wow. And now people are making interesting memes. I take 2 Advil every morning for back pain and a couple more around lunchtime for my racism. Oh, 3 in 4 Black people are suffering from pain, believe there is a bias in how pain is treated. Pain equity occurs when everyone can reach their full potential. We commit to inspire change and elevating stories and providing education. Together, we will address pain bias at the source. Again, this is just... I'd like to see where the actual proof of racism is. It's just, again, like, oh, I'm getting ignored because I'm black. No, maybe you're getting ignored because doctors ignore patients complaining about pain. I feel like there's a problem with who you're listening to complain. I don't know. John Doe, this is so dumb. Science is science. STFU, facts are facts. Again, yes, it is dumb. The whole thing is stupid, and that's why we were talking about it, to laugh at it. They're trying to solve pain equity. Go watch the that Atlanta black lawyer lady talk, and she went to one of the finest black colleges in the nation. That doesn't affect me either way. Again, it's a simple fact of that. It would be one thing if you didn't live in a society where it was completely understood that the word is actually ask, and to say you want to ask somebody something is completely fucking retarded. But like I said, cheeseburger pie, a clip, a Haiti. Why does it matter? Cannibal gangs have taken over Haiti. Yeah, we've heard about that. Thank you. Alrighty, so let's get over to this story. The Pittsburgh Penguins, and I'm talking about this, obviously, because I care, because it's hockey. Actually, I don't. I don't care about it because it's hockey. I care about it because it's bobbleheads. Apparently, the Pittsburgh Penguins had a promotion to honor Jaromir Jagr, a former hockey player for the team. If you take Advil, you'll go to heaven now. That's salesmanship. I've been at the ER when these people come in. They get mad when they get sent away. Says, let's fill some holes. Oh. Dude, anybody that goes to the ER will get pissed when they get sent away. But again, I don't know, like, Corey Adam did a whole bit where he went to the ER with severe, like, pain in his mouth because of a tooth problem, and they thought he was just begging for pain medication. Like, the idea that doctors are not prescribing pain medication to black people disproportionately, just being thrown out as not even as a concept, just being thrown out there as an understood thing. Like, obviously people are getting treated pain differently if you're white versus if you're black, and it's, no. You don't get to just say racism exists. You need to prove it, okay? Because we have way too many people just going, oh, it's racism. No, it's not. Pain is not racist, and I don't think doctors prescribing pain meds is, again, racial. By the way, if the doctor needs to prescribe pain meds, how is the Advil going to help? Because I get it. This whole thing is for Advil to help push. We're going to do what we can for pain equity. I don't know if you know this or not, buddy, but the black people could already buy the Advil. So it's not like that's going to help. I feel like if that was the solution, they would have taken it. Black people can afford Advil, or at the very... All right. They want Oxy, right? They want some real drugs. They can't get high off of Advil. They can't sell chopped up Advil on the street corner. Jokes. These are jokes. I'm going to get canceled for jokes. It's going to be fun. All right, so again, back to this Pittsburgh Penguins thing. I'm going to get to this story if it fucking kills me. The Pittsburgh Penguins were supposed to have a bobblehead giveaway. Again, celebrating retired player Jaromir Jagr. Or Jagr? I don't know. At any rate, the bobblehead night, however, was unfortunately canceled because someone stole the entire truck full of bobbleheads. An entire shipment of bobbleheads never arrived, and we're talking thousands upon thousands of bobbleheads. It was hijacked somewhere in the Golden State. The official statement is, we were shocked to be a victim of cargo theft, and we are working closely with local and federal authorities on the investigation, said Penguins President of Business Operations, Kevin Acklin. While this unfortunate incident adds to the legend of Jaromir Jagr, who will be in attendance as our guest at tonight's game. We look forward to resolving this theft and delivering the prized Jaeger bobbleheads to their rightful homes with our fans, said Atkin. Why? Why would you steal? Check eBay, says was fill some holes. Yeah, everybody's saying check eBay. I mean, how is Little Miss Johnny K doing, Mr. K, says John Doe. I'm sorry, I missed that a while ago, but it was highlighted there. If you mean my daughter is doing great. There's no other Miss Johnny K. But yes, boy, did I just fucking space out. So yes, we stole an entire truck full of bobbleheads. We'll sell them all on eBay. We'll never get caught. I mean, really, if anyone's selling them, you know, because it's not like these are regular things that there was a lot of them. We just had the one shipment of bobbleheads. So you got to be ballsy to sell them on eBay, because I feel like you're going to get caught with that. Like Master Meatball said, bobbleheads of who? Bobbleheads of Jaromir Jaeger, a player for the Penguins. Here, let's go to the video thing. Boop, there we go. This guy. Nobody knows who he is outside of Pittsburgh, which is why I just woke up, says Master Meatball. Well, good to know. Like I said, Jaromir Jaeger is not like a widely known name, and if you're going to sell the bobbleheads, like I said, you're probably going to get caught. All hockey fans know who it is. Right, but how many of us are hockey fans, Fat Conan? I mean, outside of Minnesota. Master Meatball, and here I thought it was somewhat important. Hey, 420, I'm smoking at 420, I don't even try. That's what I call skills. All of Canada, says Fat Coated. Well, now we know who stole the bobbleheads. We found the culprit. All right, so there's that. That's the last story from our second hour stuff. Hey, everybody, we got about an hour left in the show. We've got our third hour content starting. That is awesome. I only know Jägermeister, says Toastmaster. Nice. Jaromir Jaeger sucks too. Fucking Pittsburgh. Hockey bobbleheads gay. Would assume 1 in every 10 people is a hockey fan. That's probably being over optimistic, MSCPUs. Have to go underground, sell them in Canada. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. If you stole them to sell them, it ain't gonna work. They're very confident that they'll get them back, I guess. So, hey, at least Pittsburgh fans will get their bobbleheads. Let's drop our audio down here. We've got a couple of different things to do. We have an NCAA story to talk about. We've got, what is this? Oh, boy. We've got a fun story about the Toronto police. I can't wait to talk about that one. British media calls puberty blockers quack medicine. That's going to be fun. Then we've got a story about Florida catching 25 Haitians off the coast of Florida with guns and drugs. So at least there's that. Oh, and night vision goggles. With guns, night vision goggles, and drugs. So we're getting invaded by armed Haitian gangs that have drugs, night vision goggles, and guns. So it's the weirdest version of Call of Duty. All right, and then, oh boy, we've got a music video for the end of the first hour. The song is called Days of Girlhood. It came out 2 days ago. You'll never guess who sings it, and we're all going to have fun watching a, I'm sure, not at all mockable song. Oh boy, that one's going to be good. Let's save that for a little bit, though. Let's get over to the NCAA thing. Okay, so this is a video from Riley Gaines' podcast, and our audio is still technically down because we have the this ad playing, and while this ad gets out of the way, and then we're going to unmute the audio. Mr. Q, to quote South Park, blame Canada. You can usually blame Canada for a lot of stuff, but I don't know if we're, depending on what we're talking about, maybe not this time. So this is Gaines does her podcast, Gaines for Girls, and she had the NCAA official that recently resigned, and he's explaining that it's over the policy on trans athletes. So we'll go ahead and hit play on this, and then we'll go through some more stories and stuff. And, I'm really losing my shit right now. Okay. Freaking out.
Committee. So did this issue, the issue of men and women's sports, did this ever come up as an infraction discussion? Did you see any sort of silencing of this issue within the NCAA?
Yeah, I joined the NCAA Division I Committee on Infractions in 2016. And that was really before the issue had arisen in any way that affected sport, kind of to our knowledge. I never, during the period of time that up until just about a week or so ago, when I was continued to be on the committee, that issue didn't ever come before the committee. Now, we know now that the reason it didn't come before the committee is that the NCAA's rules have been consistently lax, as have the rules of many other sports organizations.
So, let's get to the point. You're saying that you left the NCAA because of the committee. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Been very lax in terms of protecting women. So it didn't really present as an issue in a big way, I'd say, probably until you experienced it when you competed against formerly Will Thomas, now calling themselves Leah Thomas.
No, the dude calling himself Leah Thomas. I'm sorry. Turn Gaines off. Yeah, I'm kind of done with Gaines. Look, she's cute, and I love what she's fighting for, but this is fucking boring. This guy is boring. She does not have on-camera talent skills. She was a swimmer, and that's very obvious. Pretty eye color on that one. I like the sky blue. The whole thing of that was interesting is that literally an official is leaving the NCAA over the treatment women are receiving, and I liked talking about that issue. I liked giving that some airtime, but yeah, that was very hard to digest in terms of as a video, and Riley's got to work on a few things. I would also say the production quality, look like you're broadcasting out of a fucking hotel room, so maybe work on that. But let's go ahead to this next story. Toronto police are having to retract a statement they made because there's been a rash of home invasions to get people's car keys to steal their cars. So the Toronto police suggested that maybe to fight the home invasions, people leave their car keys outside their front door so people won't have to break into your house to steal your car. It's the most Toronto solution I've ever heard. They made this statement. The story went viral. They got a lot of bad flack. Now they're kind of backing it, pulling it back. Let's go to this news story covering the whole deal.
The story everyone's kind of talking about in this city.
It's gone viral. It really has.
And it's gone national as well. And people can't quite believe it, but it's worth revisiting again. And Melissa's talked about this already. Car thefts are what they are in the GTA. This is not a new issue. Home invasions to get to your
Yeah, dude. Grand Theft Auto is all about car thefts.
car keys are unfortunately increasing and getting more violent. Terrifying stuff. So last month at a safety meeting, Constable Marco Ricciardi of Toronto Police had a suggestion about where to put your keys with all of these break-ins happening. For those who haven't heard or seen this, again, here it is.
To prevent the possibility of being attacked in your home, leave your fobs at your front door. Break-in enters, because they're breaking into your home to steal your car. They don't want anything else. A lot of them that they're arresting have guns on them, and they're not toy guns, they're real guns. They're loaded.
So again, don't consider arming yourself. Don't consider protecting yourself. Just put your key fob out on your front door so anybody who wants to can take your car. T. Thompson heading out saying, have a nice weekend, Johnny. Thanks for joining us, T. Thompson. You have a nice weekend, too. Fat Conan saying, can't arm yourself in Canada. Right. That's why, like I said, don't encourage people to be able to defend themselves. Encourage them to make it easier for the thieves to steal in the hopes that they won't hurt you.
So the commentary on that was, as you might expect, thick. Toronto Police yesterday on Twitter had to post the following. An officer at a recent community meeting suggested that people leave the keys to their vehicle in a bag of some sorts by the front door. While well-meaning, there are better ways to prevent auto theft motivated home invasions. Meredith Shaw, where would you like to start with this?
Well, I mean, I think I'm glad that the Toronto Police released that.
Where would you like to start with this? Let me guess, the buffet. Once again, I give you an example of an equity hire. Actually, let's face it. If you're being realistic, she's probably 2 equity hires.
And I do think that that is correct. I'm sure that was a well-meaning, well-intended statement. But when you look to people to protect us, it seems a funny piece of advice. You know, there's logic. And yeah, if someone's breaking into my home to get a car, I'd rather them just take the car and leave me out of it. But I certainly have been told before to get the fobs and the keys and the stuff away from the front door. I mean, we've also been told that. So it's a bit confusing. And ultimately,
it's a bit confusing. How about, again, I realize Canada, I realize you don't do this, but how about we encourage people to defend themselves and start. Again, I feel like the theft thing is happening because they know they can. And also, as someone, and I don't know how true this is, but Fat Conan saying can't arm yourself in Canada. If it's true that you can't arm yourself in Canada, where are the guns coming from for the criminals to get? Because again, if guns are illegal in Canada, I feel like anyone who has a gun should be very clearly a criminal. And there you go. What does Shrek know about logic? Oh, Fallen the Great. Better solution, shoot them as soon as they break in. Glad I'm American for once, says Landers. Actually, you know what? I actually agree with you. That is a better solution. I hate it. I hate to say it, but that is a better solution. Why is that a better solution? Because if a couple of these people got popped in the face for trying to do what they're doing, they might, I don't know, stop doing what they're doing. Johnny, you keep scarfing down munchies while on roids. You're going to be right behind her at the buffet.
Take the lemons back. Get mad.
We've got a call from Ryan Oz Klein. Ryan Oz Klein calling in. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Welcome to the show, Oz. Thanks for calling in. What can we do for you?
Johnny.
Hey.
Yeah, they say they can't put lipstick on a pig, but I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, that's all I got. I'm just like
lipstick.
looking at that. I was like,
yeah, no, I don't. I feel like she did lipstick, eyeliner, the whole thing, but I just They got her in a dress? Who did that? Yaruto, you're a dick. Oh, sorry if that was loud on your end, Oz.
I mean, Mulvaney put a lipstick on too, but that doesn't make him a woman. So I don't know.
Well, it's funny that you bring up that name because I have a music video at the back end of the third hour content that I didn't know if I'd get to. Like, I put it there like, we'll see if we get it. Apparently, the person you just mentioned decided to make a music video celebrating their girlhood. So we've got that for later. We can see if the shoe fits, so to speak.
Fits what?
Fits a person who's tucked. That's what. I'm sorry. I until I get not confirmation, until I get any sort of information about whether or not Dylan Mulvaney's had bottom surgery. I don't trust anyone's like, I'm a girl. It's like, no. If you want to proudly proclaim you're a girl while doing a caricature of a woman, you don't get to have a dick. You don't get to have that. That's why I don't like the Leah Thomas thing. Like the whole, I'm a woman, but I'm still attracted to women and I want to keep my penis. Like, oh, so you're a dude. You're a dude.
Well, God bless duct tape.
Had to get that Gorilla Tape because my boner's so strong. It kept.
Yeah, it's gonna take a flex tape to knock that thing down.
Now Leah Thomas taking her place number one on the podium. Just so happy. You can tell from the giant tent pole she's raising in her Speedo there that she's just so happy with her placement in the race.
That's why we love flex tape.
That's right, trans athletes. For once, we can have a woman finish first who also has a 6.5-inch clit. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in, Oz. Riding Dirty Llama saying hi, Oz. Thank you for calling in. Did you have anything else for us, or?
No, I just wanted
all right.
to pop in for that little bit. I thought that'd be funny. So.
Yeah, no, it was funny. Thank you for calling in. I agree. I agree. I love having you call in. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Take care.
All right, you too, buddy.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Our buddy Oz calling into the show. Love hearing from old Ryan Oz Klein. Love hanging out with the guy. We gotta get him in here on one of the Sunday show things. Cat hair floating in the air. All right, let's get back to our pig and lipstick.
Terrifying, scary, it's deadly, and it's a real problem in the city.
100%. Melissa Duggan, you've seen a lot of statements from Toronto police down through the years working news in this city.
Yeah, I mean, the optics are not good on this statement. You know, it kind of gives the impression of them saying, hey, we've kind of putting our hands up, like, here, let's just make it easy and make sure that there aren't any sort of, I don't know, peripheral sort of
right, guys.
Negative thing.
When you're getting aggressively assaulted or in any way about just, you know, have you ever considered just relaxing and going with it? Just kind of relaxing into it and letting it happen. That one doesn't count as a drop. That was a bounce. Ha, fucker. But yeah, so, I mean, you know, I can see where the optics are bad. Jesus Christ, my screen is crackling. My screen is cracking. Shut it off, says Saint Caesar. Bend over and let it happen. Right. I would now like to demonstrate Canada's stance on aggressive crime. Oh, you want my shit? Let me here. Would you like me to open my butthole? How would you like it? My butthole. I can spread it open for you. Let me grab my cheeks and make my sheriff's badge fully in display. Oh boy.
Things that can come from
Lab Glass saying, and very true. Thank you for reminding me. Lab Glass reminding us.
Try to relax your anus.
A car theft and a home invasion, but it is not going over well. I mean, you hear some advice from police that comes in handy, you know?
Mr.
Like
Q going, come on, guys. Girls just got big bones. Yeah, she's got big bones, and then what has she got? She's got what, medium bones? I don't know.
Car. Make sure that you hide it so that thieves don't see it and they don't break into your car. It really takes it to a whole other level, and it doesn't make you feel safe.
No,
you know?
That's the ultimate.
That's the thing.
Finality of that is the safety does not come across.
The safety does not come across. Right. Again, you don't make people feel safe by saying just let crime happen. bravo. Are you worried? Are a lot of people breaking into your shit? Like, I don't know, ma'am. I feel like, how many people are after your cargo van?
In 2023, according to Toronto police, home invasions, along with break and enters specifically for auto theft, rose 400%. That's just in Toronto. We're not talking GTA numbers.
Again, GTA is a really, really weird thing to do because, again, GTA is a game specifically about committing crimes. That's why it's called Grand Theft Auto. So I don't know why we care about GTA's numbers, right? We're talking about actual crime in Toronto. So, looking like there's some water retaining in different parts of all three of their bodies. Guys, this is a serious subject. The crimes in Canada have gone up 400%. And the police are saying, hey, it'll be a lot easier for you if you put your key fob outside so they don't have to break in to get it. Just put all your belongings on the street and nobody will bother you to take them. Oh, boy.
That's just in Toronto. I think we all get what his premise was. His premise was here.
Yeah.
And if they're going to break into your home, let's avoid them going deep into your home.
Oh, man, when I go into homes, I go deep. If they're going to break into your home, let's avoid them going deep into your home. Because after all, if they go too deep into your home, your wife will be like, you've never gone that deep. And we've been married. I mean, seriously, man, if they're going to break into your home, I feel like we have, as a society, a problem if we're like, if they're going to break into your home and your immediate response isn't, how do we fight the break-in? Like, the somehow making the crime part okay doesn't really work for me. MSO saying Johnny kicking arse win is the next 18-hour marathon. I don't know if I've said this enough to people. That laid me out fucking hard. So if there's another like 18-hour marathon stream, it's going to be done with a day off on it. So it'd probably be a Friday, and I don't know. We'll see. Park all the cars at the chop shop, right? Or no, the cop shop. That still won't help. Prevent them how, guys, says Skeezy Whitefish. Prevent them how? Simple. You prevent them by, again, having a way to defend yourself as a citizen. Now, does that mean having a gun? Not necessarily. Having a taser, mace, having a police force that'll show up in a relatively decent amount of time. Fucking samurai sword. I don't know. But I don't think the solution is, hey, these break-ins are happening a lot. How about we just put our key fobs outside on our house so they can just get the cars? The cops will just leave the keys in the car, probably leave it running for them. No, they won't leave it running. They'll just leave the keys in the car. You can't leave it running. What if they don't know when the thieves are going to get there to take them? They could run out of gas. They could shut off automatically. All sorts of problems. You gotta handle it the right way by just leaving the key fobs in the car, so that way, again, they can just take them without a problem. Oh. Oh, and another thing, MSO, since you love saluting people not making goals, I can't do an 18-hour stream because how the fuck would I fund it? Last time there was at least a whole lot of money involved. And yeah, I'm doing this show practically for free. We get a nice little bit of support here and there. We got a raid, we got a little hype train earlier, and all that fun stuff. But yeah, man, unless old Chandler comes in dropping a bunch or whatever, this thing floats by the skin of my nutty nuts, and I don't know if I can.
Get that for 4 seconds.
Do another 18-hour
but
stream.
My biggest issue with this is, and I was out here defending it. Toronto police not that long ago were saying we need more money from
I
this
was
mayor.
just going to say.
I think we're back. Streamlabs is being difficult. Being difficult. Boom. Streamlabs is being difficult. Sorry for the crash. Sorry for the crash. Refresh? Question mark. Oh, hello, sir. Yeah, I think we're back. I think we are back because the KBS dropped and came back up, so we didn't have to actually restart the stream. So at least we got that fixed. I'm gonna go ahead. We've kind of covered the meat of that story. We don't need to stay in on that. We've got about 45 minutes left in the program. Love seeing all the people we have. We're kind of taking a hit on the KBS, and it's a beautiful Friday, so not surprised to see our numbers kind of take a dip at the end there. But, yeah, you know, things happen. So we're doing good. We've got our third hour stories. Is that up? Are we doing those right now? Yes, we are, right? Yes, because we did the women's sports, so there was that. So we do have our third hour stories up. We are going through them. We have, again, 45 minutes left in the program. And a couple other things to do. And then overtime stuff. So we've got plenty of overtime stuff. Sound. Oh, is the sound gone on Twitter or on Twitch? Let's see. Let's creator dashboard. Mr. Q, you sound funny. That wouldn't be surprising. That happens all the time when we have this issue. So let's go to Stream Manager and see if... Yep. Angry Saxon, are we doing a show today? You sound like a chipmunk on YouTube. Yeah, it's going to be a problem, I guess. Hi, MSO. Never see you here. MSO comes in all the time. Loose wire? No. Not even a loose wire. Not even a loose wire. It's literally a, it's an issue with, our stream had a thing. So, I hide most of the time. Yeah, I get it. I wouldn't admit to hanging out here either. All right. Do we... You know what? 45 minutes left in the show. I'm going to flip a coin. We're going to see if... We're going to see... do we restart it one last time? Yes, Johnny does sound on helium on YouTube. Yeah, I think we're going to have to restart it one last time. Let's see what the old coin says. Yeah, we're going to hit stop and restart on the stream for the second time today. Awesome. No sound on Twitchy Poo. Well, don't worry. We're going to stop and restart the stream. I'll type that in here. We are going to stop and restart the stream to fix the sound issue. Bam. So there we go. Or we just pick on you for 30 minutes. That's great too. I love that, but I'm just Rumble works great, says Fallen. You know what? Fuck it. Fine. Never mind. We're not gonna stop. Never mind. Boop, never mind. Rumble works great for audio. So yeah, we'll just we'll link the Rumble channel. Where's Rumble? YouTube, Twitch, Rumble. Control C. Control V. Boom. There's the Rumble channel. Atomic Ray, I'm Not Right Network had the same problem with sound on Twitch. RIP Twitch. The problem I had is the KBS on Streamlabs took a dump, and that kind of sing the Chipmunk Christmas song, says Mr. Q. I don't know the Chipmunk Christmas song. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know the Chipmunk Christmas song. I really want the audio to be working. It'll be working on the replay, and it'll be normal on the replays for YouTube and Twitch. But you're hard to find. I went to Rumble, didn't see you there. Well, let's link the whole thing here. Control V, boom, rumble.com user just kidding LLC. And let's check what happens when I click that. When I click that, it takes me right to my channel. So that link should be the one you need. Should be all you need. Should be all you need. So there we go. Boop. I like Rumble. All right. We have, again, about 40 minutes left in the program. I really want the Twitch thing to be working audio-wise for the Dylan Mulvaney thing. We gotta hold out for a little bit. So no sound on Twitch. YouTube has sound, though. Yeah, YouTube sound is squiffy. YouTube sound is hinky. Rumble works best. Boom. YouTube sound is hinky. Rumble works best. There we go. A Rumble works best. Fucking Twitch, says Angry Saxon. I don't blame you. MSO sounds fine here. Yeah, it sounds great on Rumble. So at least over here, I can call you. You're absolutely right, Fallen. You totally can. That is one thing I do love about Rumble. I'm a free speech advocate. I feel like you should be able to say whatever you want, right? Words don't really hurt you unless you choose to let them. And even in the case of a call to action, you got to follow the call. You know what I mean? Like, the words themselves don't actually do anything. Mikey Two Mugs, actually, you sound like a chipmunk. Alvin! Your laugh is funnier on YouTube. It probably is funnier on YouTube. Things might be a lot funnier on YouTube. The Dylan Mulvaney video might be funnier on YouTube. We're going to kind of drag out the end of the show here to get to that at the end there, and hopefully it'll all work out, because I really, really want audio. In Vince McMahon voice, what's up, Mike? Came so close to reading that too. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I had to kind of stop for a minute, like pump the brakes. What's up, my? No. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get it. Oh no, not that horrid music video of Dylan's. I mean, yeah. Is the audio back on Twitch? Let's find out. Oh, and now it's loading. Well, that's a problem. Let's try reloading this whole thing and seeing what that does. Does it fix it if we reload it? Does it fix it? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. All right, so let's go ahead and go over here. And back to the Toronto thing. We're done with that. I guess, like, I'm really sad for the people on Twitch. You're not going to hear this, but we have a thing about puberty blockers in England, and so we're going to play the video on this. It's only 47 seconds long. I'm watching ya on Rumble. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching on Rumble. Chevy JB, Rumble for the win. Rumble is doing well. Anyone excited about the movie that came out yesterday? Again, I have to say no. Nobody's excited about the movie that came out yesterday. Let's go ahead and go over to this. I kind of like this. I know a lot of people well, not a lot of people. I'm sure my audience doesn't care. A lot of people may not like this, but I'm kind of glad that someone's finally doing this. This is something that I feel like has been a long time coming.
Let's just bring you a bit of breaking news which may be of interest to some of you. It's about puberty blockers. Now, these are drugs that are used to delay the changes of puberty in transgender youngsters. In terms of how they are prescribed by the NHS, there has been a lot of controversy over the last few years about this. At the moment, they are only prescribed to children attending gender identity services as part of clinical research, and they are not routinely offered to children at gender identity clinics, but they are still offered. Well, the government, NHS England, has just confirmed that children will no longer be prescribed puberty blockers at gender identity clinics. This is coming from NHS England. It just broke in the last few moments.
Alrighty, so they're no longer allowing children puberty blockers. So, by the way, this show is impossible to find. This may be keeping your numbers down. You do not show up in the YouTube search for Johnny K. Thank you for that, MSO. That's good to know. I'm going to need to work on that. I'm going to have to work on that. That's good to know. That's good to know. The man's holding me down. I don't suck. Alrighty, so again, the British are putting out that puberty blockers are apparently quack medicine, and they're now kind of saying no about doing that. So, all right. I wonder if you think that'll catch on over here? You think they're going to go, oh man, Johnny's wasted. God, I wish so. Not Chandler. Johnny is not wasted. Johnny's voice sounds fucked up like he's all high on helium because of a problem with the whole channel not doing the stuffs. Yep, there we go. Let's see. Does it still sound fucked up on I bet it does. I bet on YouTube it sounds effed up. I bet it does. I bet. Yep. Twitchy and gurgly. Ugh. Channel name change. Just kidding, LLC for YouTube branding, Johnny. Might be time to do a Facebook and Twitter streams. I don't know about that. Channel name change. Just kidding, LLC for YouTube branding. Well, the channel's name is Just Kidding LLC. The Game Over podcast is just the show. It's all Just Kidding LLC, but I mean, literally on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube, all three of them, they're Just Kidding LLC. You know what I can't do right now? Figure that out. That's what it is. All right, so we've got British media calling that. We're done with that. Florida catches. All right, so we'll go to the Ron DeSantis thing. Florida announces that Florida agents have interdicted a vessel that had 25 suspected illegal aliens from Haiti. Let's
forces that are going to continue to keep the people of Florida safe. Just recently, within the last couple of weeks, and this will be made public later today, our Florida Fish and Wildlife officers interdicted a vessel that had 25 illegal immigrants, potential illegal immigrants from Haiti, in their boat, in their vessel. They had firearms, they had drugs, they had night vision gear, and were boating very recklessly, which would potentially endanger other folks. So that vessel was interdicted near the Sebastian Inlet, and those illegal aliens were turned over to the Coast Guard for deportation. So our folks have been doing this before.
So wait a minute, the Coast Guard's still allowed to deport people? Why can't we just bus all the illegal migrants to the Coast Guard? Riding Dirty Llama, they came here to barbecue. Yeah, they came to barbecue. What are they going to barbecue? Oh, you. They're going to barbecue you and everybody you know. Haiti pirates. Yeah, Haiti pirates, man. I Haiti pirates. Do you Haiti pirates? Actually sounds like a chipmunk. I know. I sound chipmunked. I can't help it.
Before we augmented this, and they're going to continue to do it, and we've got an incredible amount of resources that are now on display to be able to prevent. Now, what's different today than maybe in the past? Well, part of it is we have more resources that the state has been willing to put up, and this is not really our responsibility. This is the federal government's responsibility. Coast Guard does, by and large, a good job, but they're undermanned. They're under-resourced, so we're filling those gaps. I think one difference now is, and we see this with our folks that we have at the border, you have people coming across the southern border from all over the world. Haitians can get to the United States easier by flying to Mexico and walking across the border. And so I would anticipate if flights resume, that will likely be where a lot of those folks who are trying to flee, if they want to come to the United States, they're probably going to go to Mexico and then come in through the border, knowing that Biden will just let everybody in. Also think it's important to...
All right, so that's the end of that. Okay. Just say that we caught all of them on boats. Send Johnny Depp to talk to him. Why is the rum always gone? Oh, man. It's, oh, Jesus. It's a half hour left in the show, and the audio problem, everything else. I'm trying to hold it together a little bit longer. And we're going to have to, I'm going to have to log off and spend a lot of time hanging out with my daughter tonight. That's how we're going to get through the rest of this. So yes, the gangs of Haiti are coming here with, they're bringing their night vision goggles and their guns, and I'm sure some of them are good people. Oh boy. I'm curious. I'm gonna keep checking in on this. Let's do our regular update. Have we gotten our audio back on Twitch? Log off and spend a lot of time hanging out with my daughter tonight. That's how we're. Audio's back on Twitch. That's awesome. I'm glad we have the audio back on Twitch. That means we can continue the show in earnest. Does it still sound effed up over on YouTube? Let's refresh and check it over on YouTube. Refresh and check. Still screwed up on YouTube. So now it's just YouTube that's fucked up. It's just YouTube where the audio is fucked up. Okay, so we've got a couple other things to get into. Sharks with laser beams. I just believe every animal should have a warm meal. I just wanted some sharks with freaking laser beams on their freaking head. All right, so, oh yeah, what another beautiful culture. Speaking of beautiful cultures, oh wow, did our viewership take a dip? Like, this one's higher though, right? Yes, okay, thank Jesus. Whew, I was like, oh my God, everybody bailed. No, they're all over on Rumble. That makes sense. Okay, so, we've got, where is it? We've got this one now. I didn't know that this was a thing. Like, There's apparently Transgender Visibility Day. Which, by the way, that seems weird. Isn't the whole transgender thing that you identify as something else, you just want to be seen as that? I don't know if you know this, but women and men don't need a day for their visibility. Like, they just interact with the world. So if you're a trans person, this weird needing a day for your recognition, like, it's Transgender Visibility Day. What? So you have to be seen as being... That is the one part I never understand about this. The whole transgender thing. It's like it's not enough to want to change your gender. You have to be celebrated as a person who changed their gender or wants to change their gender. We can't just let you be you. You can't be happy being you. You have to be someone who overcame being their birth gender to choose a new one, and we have to, like, it's this weird need for validation that I don't get. At any rate, Transgender Visibility Day. Thank God, back on Twitch, says Saint Caesar. Yes. No, name change I meant. It's Johnny K on YouTube. Is it Johnny K on YouTube? YouTube.com/@JustKiddingLLC. It's not Johnny K on YouTube. It's Just Kidding LLC. It's Just Kidding LLC on all three. Like, whatever. This is bothering me, so now I gotta do your channel. Okay, see, it's Johnny K, but the channel is @Just Kidding LLC. So maybe change, you're right. Maybe just change the name to Just Kidding LLC. Maybe I need to do that. I'll have to do that. I'll have to work on that. But let's close that out. God, I am so out of sorts today. All right, let's hopefully no more KBS issues if we're lucky, and then we'll just do the show for the rest of. Does that sound good? We'll do the show, finish it. There we go. All right, so let's get back to Transgender Visibility Day. Transgender Visibility Day. Okay, so Transgender Visibility Day, there is now apparently a transgender Pizza Hut in Austin, Texas. How is this? What the fuck? This doesn't look like an actual restaurant. I'm having trouble believing.
Transgender Pizza Hut. Transgender Pizza Hut. Transgender Pizza Hut. Transgender Pizza Hut. Transgender Pizza Hut.
Is that, how do we know that's actually that doesn't look like an actual business? How ironic, it's also dead on the inside. Oh my God, the replies to this are funny. Are they selling wieners now? Oh no. Transgender Whataburger outraged, misidentified as Pizza Hut. Oh man, would you like a stuffed crust? Oh boy. Walking around all day thinking about your sexuality isn't normal. Exactly. Thank you, Knight, on this Twitter post. That is exactly right. Walking around all day thinking about your gender is not normal. Or not gender, but you're thinking about your gender identity and your sexuality. Fixating upon those things and making it your identity is not normal. So, so apparently it was a Whataburger, not a Pizza Hut. Is it actually, again, transgender Pizza Hut? It looked like a condemned building. I certainly hope nobody is in there buying food. You don't have to think about it if it's natural. QZ, man, not only do you not have to think about it, but like I said, the fact that a group of people can't understand that their fixation on it is abnormal is the problem. Like, the problem is the group of people that are hyper-focused on it, they want it to be a part of everything, and they want to inject it into everything. And the rest of us going, no, that's not okay, that's not normal, is somehow hateful or bigoted. No, that's, again, an expression of people in society. All right, I got to hear this one last time, because I'm sorry, these people have to have some sort of issue to be celebrating it this much.
Transgender Pizza Hut. Transgender Pizza Hut. Transgender Pizza Hut. Transgender Pizza Hut.
Are you celebrating it or mocking it? With the hair, I can't tell. But also, if I could, one last time, you shouldn't want to go in there. In fact, that looks like that business is not open for business. Junk guys, junk removal. So yes, your transgender Pizza Hut isn't an actual business. It isn't an actual business. Oh, boy. All right, so there's that. I put it off for a while. We got the audio back on Twitch. I'm very happy about that. Now we can get back to this. I'm betting it's still screwy on YouTube. We can get back to this. Yep. Still sounds like shit on YouTube. So, fuck YouTube. But thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love having everybody. Let's get over to this. I have been putting this off for a little bit. We're going to go through it. It is the song Days of Girlhood, the official music video by Dylan Mulvaney. You know, because girls routinely get out of a car and drop their shoes and pick them up. Oh my God, again. Because get it? She can't hold on to stuff because she's just a ditzy girl. Girls like me gotta learn the basics. Well, I mean, yeah, you do gotta learn the basics when you just became a girl yesterday. You're not... Oh, God. Damn it all. It's hurting me. Nothing is official about that thing, says St. Caesar. Girls like me gotta learn the basics. You don't if you're actually a girl and you were born that way. By this point, you'd know the basics, but I get it. You just started being a girl like a year ago, so you really don't know much about it, including what actual girls behave like, because, again, you think that this is a girl, and it's not. Again, this is not how women... I love how all of your outfits conveniently hide your dick. Oh my God, did he know that you're really a dude? Thursday had a walk of shame. Didn't tell him that I'm really a man. I don't like the idea of a person who's transgender publicizing a walk of shame, didn't even know his name. Did he know for you being a woman was just a game? Did he know that? Again, I think that's a lady. I'm pretty sure that's a lady. I don't think that's a lady. Between the Adam's apple and the need to hide your dick, I don't think that's a lady. playing Wingman to our twinks? Van Drexel, all my clothes hide my dick. You expect me to walk around with it hanging out? No, I'm saying that he's wearing lingerie in this video, and it's always frilly and bunched up around the bottom so you can't tell if there's a bulge. I'm the fake person pretending to be another fake person. Someone else
Your mama was a snowblower.
Oh. Thank you, Riding Dirty Llama.
Fuck off.
She's not even a good trap, right? It's not even a good trap. Like I said, this music video is kind of painful. So we're showing girl. You know what this video could also be called? One of these things is not like the others. Notice that Dylan Mulvaney didn't do this with an entire cast of trans women. I'd love to hear that this was an entire cast of trans women. I'd love to hear that. I would be surprised. Sadly, I don't have enough for endless scream drops, says Riding Dirty Llama. If I was a woman, I might be offended right now. I mean, I think if I was a woman, I would be offended, but let's admit one honest fact about this. If all of the ladies participating in this are women, they're selling their own gender down the road because they got paid. So let me get this straight, Dylan. You're saying the patriarchy's over because you switched teams? I'm sorry. You don't get to scream the patriarchy's over when you were someone who grew up benefiting from the patriarchy. If the patriarchy's over, then you're officially a, what is it, a turncoat, a spy, I don't know. Damn it, Johnny, I'm eating. That's your problem. Again, this is not girl behavior. This is gay guy thinking he's a girl behavior. Again, anybody in this that's actually a lady participating to this, you're helping to destroy your gender. And exactly what I was talking about earlier, who was it? Not St. Caesar. Was it Van Drexel? All my clothes hide my dick. This is what I'm talking about. She's wearing a nightie thing, and that is very not hiding if there was, let's say, a bulge. Whereas when Dylan Mulvaney wears a pink nightie thing, there's always a very froofy, very frumpy, very blowy skirt area covering this whole region. Sister taught me how to girl. Again, this whole sister taught, no. Because if this is what, again, this is not what women behave like. And you know what more proof that you're not a woman? All of the people here are women but you. Again, dude, one of these things is not like the others. Honestly, man, come on. Come on. If it was that, why don't you pick up a whole bunch of oh, these are the days of... Fuck you. Riding Dirty Llama, have I expressed my inner rage yet? Alex CL, I brush my teeth to this shit. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But yes, Riding Dirty Llama, have I expressed my inner rage yet? Johnny, I will steal a credit card right now. How much to stop this, says Saint Caesar? $1,000. We get $1,000, we'll stop. Go! These are the days of girlhood. Fuck you. I hate that seriously, so a dude is making a female empowerment song. This is the problem I have with it. If you want to be trans, okay, fine. You want to say you're a lady, okay, fine. You want to be treated like you're a lady, okay, fine. But this idea that you need to be a symbol, a social media symbol of womanhood? No. Why? Because you're not a woman. All right? I hate to have to fucking tell you a fact, but you're not a woman. So you don't get to sit here and be like, I'm a spokesman for womanhood and down with the patriarchy. You don't get to do that. Why? Because I'm sorry, but you are not a woman. You chose to be one. It's like wearing a costume for you. And even if you mean it to the depths of your core, you should, at the very least, out of respect for women, realize that maybe you need to sit down, shut up, and stay at the back of the bus while the ladies run the show, because even though you're a woman, you aren't a woman. You get what I'm saying here? Send this to Aaron for Monday. Why did I just say that? I don't think I'll have to. This thing has gotten plenty of publicity. If Aaron doesn't know about the Days of Girlhood music video by Dylan Mulvaney by Monday, then I can't help him. She's down with the sickness, all right. You know what's really, really funny about this music video? Dylan Mulvaney did all of the singing with the help of auto-tune, did all of the dancing with the help of a choreographer, and he now is just hanging around everybody else that's playing instruments. I'm going to hug this lady. I'm going to cuddle this lady playing a piano, because once again, like me being a woman, I'm pretending to be a musician. I'm pretending, so I can't really do it.
Love ya.
No, you don't. If you loved women and cared about women, you would stop insulting their existence. I'm not even saying you need to be a dude. I'm saying if you cared about women and respected women, you would keep your existence to what I call just living life level. The needing to be on social media and be a media influencer and do music videos and be a public figure, that's where you're insulting women's existence. Johnny's inner Godfried coming out. No, I don't want to tap into Gilbert Godfrey. Humble yourself a bit, just a tad. Right, Alex CL? Exactly. Humble yourself a little bit. So much plastic there. We have found the cause for global warming. Again, you had to have yourself surgically altered in so many ways just to be part of this group that you want to be part of. You got to benefit from being... Again, this was a choice for you. This was a choice for you. So no matter how much you insist this is who you are to your core, if you have respect for women at all, you again... sit down, shut up, and stick to the back of the bus, because those people didn't have a choice. They were women from birth. That was what they were saddled with. That's what they lived with their whole lives. So maybe you, who just got here 5 minutes ago, shouldn't be the spokesperson. Balls, McGillicuddy. So All right, so wait a minute. That was that. I flipped over. There's still 40 seconds. Days of Girlhood. Oh, credits. You know what? Every music video does. It does a post-scene credits like it's a movie. This person is such an attention whore. It's driving me nuts because they've made a caricature of what they think a woman is and they're using it to be an attention whore. It's driving me bonkers. Oh, man. And I am just not feeling the greatest right now. It's all over. Up and down, left, right, and sideways with this freaking medication stuff. Alrighty, so we have a show going for a little bit longer here. We got about, 6 minutes? 6 minutes left? Let's find something fun to throw in here for the last few minutes. No, Johnny, no, you might as well order 66 us at this point. Maybe. All right, so there was that. The Days of Girlhood, we got that. Did we want to do this one? Maybe we do. So this was, all right. This is a video of Willie Nelson apparently watches his son Mika play a guitar solo. This is from 16 hours ago. Huh. All right. I gotta say, if you're 91 and that's your son Mika, like, how old is he? Even if he's 40, and that's a young looking 40, even if he's 40, then you had him when you were in your 50s, man. Like, I mean, Jesus, dude. You're 91, you pop this kid out in your 70s? In your 60s even? Like, he's really, really rocking out, and I don't know if everybody else, like, Willie Nelson does not seem like he's enjoying it at all. That wasn't fun, ? And women like me just want to bury him like the turd he is. He didn't pop him out, says Riding Dirty Llama. Right, he didn't pop him out, but he busted a nut and chick. Like, just again, fathering a kid at that age is impressive to me. I really wouldn't want to. But again, this looks painful. He just popped in her. Thank you, Alexio. Again, this doesn't look like he's doing well. And I'd like to highlight whoever's filming this is apparently some fat fuck in a chair who's eating chips or something, because I can hear bag crinkling and inhaling. Good God, if you guys are going to film this stuff, just don't put your I mean, I can hear your fatness on the other end of the phone. Okay? I can hear it. Why are you huffing? Are you jerking off in the back? Who is this filming? I am now less concerned with the film and now more concerned with the filmer. Who is like watching Steel Toe, says Alexia. Oh. This is literally just a person goofing off with a guitar. This guy is what drugs is this kid on? He literally just went. Meow. Toastmaster over on Rumble, and by the way, love to have everyone over on Rumble. Willie Nelson might be immortal, still touring at 91. He might be the audio. Yeah, the audio is Chipmunk-esque, says Nash Albertson. Yeah, it's probably still Chipmunk-esque on YouTube. I'm sorry that YouTube sucks. We can't fix that. But going to see him in May, Toastmaster, says QZ Man. Well, I hope he's awesome in May. But it seems like his son, not awesome. All right, I'm done with that. I can't hear the mouth breather. You can't. You guys can't. It's the audio on my end, the headphones and everything else. You probably can't hear the mouth breather. I can hear the mouth breather. It drives me nuts. I'm sorry. It's all on my end. Anyways, we're going to, it was bad, says Westfill some holes. It seemed bad. But what do I know? At any rate, we're going to head out to end the chipmunk torture of YouTube and to hang out with my daughter and live life like an adult. So we'll be back this Sunday for another Sunday Smoke Show at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're doing a movie watch-along on, I believe, the 30th, Saturday, and that'll be at 2 p.m. for the first movie in our watch-along series, Robot Jocks. The time is not set to be always on Saturdays. The first one's going to be on a Saturday. We might change the times and things like that. It'll be Rumble exclusive, watch-along, Robot Jocks. Good to know. And I'll be on the Steel Toe Show Monday, I believe, unless things change. I don't know. And Aaron better get a hold of me. But at any rate, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. I love getting to do this, so thank you for being part of the show today. And we will see you guys later.
Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking? Fuck! Fuck! Game over, man! Game over! Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Well, Sparkle Fox, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
And calmly mounted the animal.